If I should stay, I would only be in.
Well, this could be very messy because I have 3 different concoctions. I don't know what kind of vodka that is. Oh. I don't know what this one is. I don't. Whoa. I know this one's like pineapple, raspberry, and something. So this could get messy, and I actually mixed vodka with ice cream, which is not too bad actually. Now, welcome to Confessions of a Broken Heart. I know this is gonna hurt everyone, but I have to make this vid. My partner and her family have almost killed me. If things go the way they are, I won't live to the end of the year. Now, I'm making this vid so you're all aware of what they're doing to me. It's all got to do with not just my heart but my brain. Now, as I stated on my Facebook vid, many of you haven't seen this, but what's wrong with me cannot be fixed by a psychiatrist or medication or tablets or anything. See, our brain works, when you've got borderline personality disorder, your brain's a bit different to other people, which my partner never understood. The sad thing is, when you suffer from what you do suffer with, it hurts you more than anything. Because it'd be a lot easier if this was a breakup, but it's not. It's my partner fucking with my head until I end up dead. She has destroyed my life for the last 8 months, her and her family. They have mentally killed my brain to the fact that I can barely sleep. I can barely turn off my brain. See, when, just for an example on the brain situation, which many of you don't understand, when someone dies, you grieve, you have pain, you go through all these emotions, but you can work through it. But at least eventually, you know, your brain starts to calm down. Before you leave the house, you always go, oh, did I check that back door, or did I left the heater on, or something. You always, you know, you don't leave until you know that everything's done. Then that way it's off your mind. But when your partner leaves you hanging and leaves you in limbo and fucks with your head so you can't even think straight, it damages your brain. It kills the cells that are in your brain because they're too selfish to, number one, break up with you face to face, like in my situation. They're too selfish to give you answers. They make you feel bad about yourself. They make you feel like you're worthless. They make you feel like a monster. For what? Because they can't stand on their own 2 feet themselves. See, what my partner and her family has done to me is the most disgusting thing you could do to a human. You're not just playing with someone's heart, you're playing with their head. You know, when I die before the end of this year, it's because of them. Because I never got my answers. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm still in a committed relationship until she says it face to face. And I'd rather she break up with me face to face. Because at least it's an ending. At least I don't live in limbo. At least my brain will be better. and I wouldn't drink as much. I might mix that in with the other one. I like that too. So I don't know what. See, I'm going to tell you a little bedtime story. I have been in love with someone for 11 years. When the first time my partner broke my heart, I was crushed because I didn't think a decent girl like her back then could do it. So when she moved on and I moved on, I never forgot about her over the years. The day we got back together was one of the happiest days of my life because I got the person I loved back. And I didn't realise 6 years later that not only would I be in love with the person still, be engaged with them, planning to get married, having kids with them and moving in, I never thought they could break my heart for the second time. And it's the same reason because of both times, because they're fucking parents. I can't understand what made her from a nice girl into a total slut that she is now. I don't know how her heart could be pure gold, then turn to pure evil. I don't know how someone could go from niceness to nastiness. How someone could go from not hurting a fly to trying to kill me. And it's because of her that I won't live to the end of the year. You don't play mental games with someone with borderline personality disorder. You don't make him worse. You don't want to be with a person, break up with me, because at least that way I can move on with my life and I'll be happy. But when you're taking away someone's happiness, that's the most cruelest thing you can do to someone. And let me tell you something. Core stuff's over and dusted months ago. And she still hasn't got the nerve to end this properly. When I'm the one that went through hell, the one that, suffered. I know that I'm not going to achieve what I wanted to achieve in life because of her now. No more kids, no more marriage. And if I live to the end of the year, that's just luck. I don't care how many people send her this vid, because she's killing me and my life. And if something happens to me, you can all blame her and her family for playing mental games with me for 8 months, destroying my head. I loved this woman for 11 years. And when I got back with her 6 years ago, I never thought that it would be like this. Not for a second. It just goes to show you that she can't grow up as a human. To my friends on Facebook watching this, now you know the truth. I'm dying. My brain can't take any more of this. I don't want to be hurt anymore. She's to blame. And it's something that a doctor can't fix, and it's something that tablets can't fix, because I've already tried that. At least when my partner told my mutual friends of me and her, if Andre got help and if Andre worked out his problems, she'd come back to me. Well, that was a lie, because I did go and get help. But when someone strings you along and doesn't have closure, that's the worst thing you can do to someone. And if she's fucking guys right now, it just makes her a dirty slut. Because at least I can keep my dick in my pants. But obviously, she's fucking all these blokes to get over me, and look, I don't even know if that's true. I just get told what I get told. Because of fuckwits like the sister she lives with. Like the fuckwits that call her mutual friends. I don't know what to believe. You see, the person I fell in love with, this looks gross. And it's going to make me sick too. The person I fell in love with would never have done this. The person I fell in love with wouldn't have been a slut. She would have broken up with me face to face, and she would have at least gave her time to heal. If she's already with someone, then fucking hell, what a dirty little slut. Just because her box is not getting pounded. Both ends, apparently. Probably sucks a lot of dick too. I don't know why I'm angry about this, because people say to me, you know, Andre, you can do better than that fat bitch. You can do better than that slut. You can do better than a lazy bum. She's not an adult, Andre. She's a little child, can't grow up. Oh, by the way, people say this, not me. Because I'm the fuckhead that sticks up for someone that shouldn't be getting stuck up for. You know, people seem to remember when my partner beat me up and opened my ear up, and my ear was pissing with blood. There's still photos of that. People still remember the time when my partner would have adult randoms on my Facebook just because my partner didn't like the way they looked. That was the first year. You know, my friends would comment on my posts and my partner would rip them. So who's the bad person in this? The selfish bitch that's killing my life right now. And then I know people are gonna, after this vid, send her this vid, maybe have a go at her. That's their choice. I ain't stopping it. I can't. Because people have the right to say what they want and do what they want in life without others telling them what they can and can't do. Obviously my partner just keeps listening to her stepfather and her mother about bullshit lies about me that, you know, like I said, at a person my age, at least I own a house, fully paid for, and I did it all by myself. At least I drive, and I'm independent, not like somebody else. And that someone else is my partner. Let's see. If we're playing who's better here. Does my partner drive? No, and she's 30 years old. Can't even fucking drive. But her little sisters and her brothers can drive. Figure that one out. Is she independent? No. Am I independent? Yes. Can she cook? Not very well. Can I cook? Very well. Is she a clean person? No. Am I? Yes. Does she have people looking into her bank account and checking what she can and can't spend? Yes. Her stepfather and her mother. Do my parents do that to me? No. You see the pattern here. Only 5 years difference in age. And she can't grow up. Because she's too busy listening to her parents that bullshit lies to her and tells her what she can and can't do. At the age of 30. See, you may say, well, what's the difference in living situations? Well, she lives with a dirty sister that can't keep her legs closed either. And they live in a pigsty house that stinks. Room's a mess. Washing piled everywhere. Dishes piled up. In a 2-bedroom little flat, if anything. It's only 2 bedrooms and a shower and a toilet. And that's the way she wants to live. In filth. With a sister that she can't get along with a sister that controls her too. And 4 cats. My situation. I live with my mum and dad on 20 acres of land, 2-story house. How many bedrooms is it? 4 bedrooms upstairs, 2 loungers, a pool table, a bar, a pool itself. Yeah, I think I'm doing alright. You don't see a very small TV in the background, do you? I had a 4K fucking TV in my room. I have surround sound. I have Blu-ray DVD player. I have an Xbox One, an Xbox 360, a PS4, PS3, Nintendo Switch, a computer. Not bad living arrangement for me. I go outside, I see kangaroos down the driveway. What's she see? A little garden. At nights we can close the gates and nobody can drive up our driveway. There are big fences around our whole land, so you can't get in. What she got? Nothing. A driveway that has no gate, and you can just drive in and out or break anything all you want. I'm in an environment where it's safe and it's protected. I live like a king, and she lives like a piece of shit. She loved the lifestyle up here. She felt like a princess because she's, never had a guy that's got anything as good as this. So any guy after me would only be second best. I put a fucking engagement ring on her finger. Although the $10,000 worth of jewelry here doesn't mean shit, does it? When I can't even give it to her. Yeah, I'd like to see a guy do better than me. Oh, what? He may have a flashy car. Oh, big deal. But does he own his own house? Is he rich? Can he provide for her? No. You see, you get what you are. And if she's a fat lazy bitch that doesn't want to do anything with her life, then that's her choice. See, I wanted to give her the better life. I didn't want her doing catalogs because I thought for the money that she's making and the hours that she puts in and struggles, I was going to pay for her to stop that job so she could relax, and I was going to pay what she was going to make every week, because she starts on Sunday, goes to Wednesday, and she's up at some nights at 3 in the morning fucking at that kitchen table folding catalogs when she could be relaxing, cleaning her house, spending time with her pets, spending time with me. And what? She goes to work now Fridays and Saturdays, volunteering, but doesn't get anything. But apparently I don't think she's doing Saturdays now. I'm not sure about that. Because people like to start rumours and shit, so I don't know what's true and what's not. I'm not shaking because I'm cold. I'm just going to tell you that. That's why my hands are down here, so you don't see me shake as much. I'm shaking because I don't have long to live. Because of a fucking bitch that can't help me. It takes one time to say, look, we had something good. It's time to move on. You go your way, I'll go mine. That's all she has to say. And at least let me know why she's done this for 7-8 months. At least tell me why it can't be fixed. Just because her fucking parents don't like me? Fuck yous. And let me tell you something. If any of her male family members step foot on this land, they're not walking back. And they're especially not getting back in their car. Because I've had threats that her brother might come over, her stepfather. Well, let them come. Because I tell you what, they're on my property and my parents' land, and we have a right to defend ourselves. Just saying. What, you didn't think I knew about that? Your threats about me towards me and my family? I know a little bit more than what her family think. And people may be wondering, where are you getting your info? Well, I know a lot of info. I can tell you, what time she's at her house and when she's not. I can tell you when she's in the city of her town. I can tell you who she's with. I know a lot more than what people make out. I can tell you when she finishes and starts work too. And who picks her up sometimes and who doesn't. I can tell you every car that's in her life. Whether it's family, friends, and I know a little bit more than what people may out to be. Let's just say that I have a mole inside the family. I have someone very close to her that can tell me exactly what I want to hear. I have someone very close to her that even likes me and wants to date me. You didn't think I knew? Oh. We all have secrets, sweetie. It's just your family keeps a lot from you. including the one that you live with. So I would say that, I speak the truth no matter what. And you know that I don't have a reason to lie, because I'm the sort of person that tells it like it is. But if I was to give you any advice, I would definitely come to me to get your answers. Because that's what this is all about. Your family, your mother, your stepfather, your family. The reason why they're keeping us apart is because they know that I've got a mouth and I'm about to open it. And they don't want me to open it to you because I will tell you the truth, what they're trying to hide. That's the whole point of all this from day one. It's not about, not just breaking us up. It's because they know that I know so much that can destroy what they want. You see, they don't want you happy. Not at all. They want you to be with guys that they want you to be with. So those guys can keep an eye on you for the rest of your life. So those guys can go back to your mother and your stepfather and your family and say, oh, she's doing this, she's doing this. Just like the guy that I took out of your life that was your friend. The one that they wanted you to be with. The one that they tried to set you up with. The one that's been around since your last boyfriend too. And he said the same thing, and he'll agree with me. He's there to keep an eye on you, that guy. So they can get the info. So whatever you're doing, he knows that he'll go straight back to your parents. I don't know how you haven't seen that. And the fact the moment we have our time apart in this time, they bring him back into your life so they can keep an eye on you again. It's raining outside. I'm just saying this because you need to start waking up. You need to start realizing that you're never going to be an adult. You're never going to be a woman until you leave that pack. So, here's what I'm proposing. I'm proposing that too. Why don't you do something in your life? Number one, come save mine. Because I've only got a few months left to live. If you don't want my friends bugging you, or me making these vids, then come save my life before I die. It's nothing my parents can do. It's nothing the doctors can do. It's your choice whether I live or die. As they say in the Saw movie. So, you want to play a game? Where one decision in your life can cost another person their life. Do you want to make that decision to save a life or to destroy one? Sure, your life may be fine, but at the same time, while you're doing what you're doing in your life is costing someone theirs. So do you want that on your conscience? Do you want people to come at you and hate you for destroying and killing my life? This is the game you started playing 8 months ago. When would you like to end it? When you take a life, or when you save a life? This has been Confessions of a Broken Heart. The ball's in her court. The game is played, but it's coming to an end. What will she choose? Will she save a life? Or will she kill one?